people, um, can anyone tell me what's going on with WWE at the moment? Like, I feel like we need to have this talk. You know, one wrestling fan to another. My name is Josh, otherwise known as Override Gaming, and welcome back to another video where I talk about all things wrestling. I know I haven't been on in a couple of weeks, and there is a very good explanation for that. Basically, I'm going to university. I didn't see it coming. Neither did you guys see it coming, obviously. Which is why I've took a bit of a break from streaming and making videos, because I've been trying to get all that stuff in order. So when I do start, this doesn't mean that I'm leaving YouTube. I'm still going to be doing YouTube, but if excuse me, it means videos might slow down a little bit. I'll try and upload another video today if I can, or at least do some streaming today, so I don't leave you guys out. But at the same time, I just want you guys to be aware that, you know, videos may slow down a bit because, you know, I'm trying to focus on university. But here's another thing. Wrestling, especially WWE, as I am a WWE fan myself, and me watching WWE all these years, this is probably the most topsy-turvy year they've had to date. Obviously, it's not completely their fault because of, you know, the whole pandemic situation with COVID-19, of course. And those guys having to adapt to certain things. Obviously, the addition of no crowds. You know, they turned that into the WWE Thunderdome, which is a pretty good idea. I think Clash of Champions will be an okay pay-per-view. I think there are some standout matches. In particular, my phone needs to shut the hell up. But basically, today we are going to talk about what happens when WWE strikes gold and when WWE strikes the brown stuff. And I think this week, on WWE TV, there is no clear example than the Roman Reigns Jey Uso feud and whatever the hell's going on with Retribution. And we're gonna explain this. Okay, let's start with Retribution first. Retribution, on paper, yet another one. I talked about this on TikTok. If you don't follow my TikTok, it's down below in the description, as well as my other social medias. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. But Retribution, on paper, that was supposed to be probably the biggest invasion angle since the Nexus. Okay, you got these angry, you know, annoyed guys that have been working in a WWE system for how long? Being told they were promised this brass ring, being told that they were promised, you know, this titles and fame and power and all this kind of stuff, and they got pushed to the waistline. Basically, anyone who's been called up from NXT. That's basically what it is, right? Which is fine. So these guys decide to take things into their own hands, okay? They destroy the ring with chainsaws. They beat up the trainees in the performance center. They beat up security guards. They go after the commentators. They tear down the ring. They smashed all the plexiglass in the arena, in the performance center. They're causing trouble backstage. They're spraying WWE with like the no WWE kind of thing. You know, they're trying to do that. They're spraying Retribution all over the WWE to say, listen, we're sick and tired of. Excuse me. We're sick and tired of being in the system. We're going to take things into our own hands, destroy WWE, and rebuild WWE in our own image. Yo, can my phone like just rest, please? Yeah. So they obviously was like, yo, we want to build WWE in our image. You know what I mean? Screw Vince, screw Triple H. This whole system, We're gonna overthrow it, right? Fine. So now they come on, give this whole speech about we're retribution, this kind of like encrypted kind of speech, we're retribution, we're going to destroy you guys because obviously if you read between the lines, basically they're not happy with WWE. We want to do it our way. Cool. A whole kind of like a whole punk kind of movement, like we don't like the corporate machine. We're not gonna work for you guys. Da 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 da. We're gonna do it our way, our way. Cool, my way, or the highway. And that's fine. So then, obviously, the coming weeks, Retribution members get revealed. So the 5 key members are Dodgekovic, who is now T-Bar. We got Miriam, who is Reckoning, I think. Slapjack. Don't search that on Urban Dictionary, please don't. You will be horrified. But that's Shane Thorne. We've got Mace, who is Dio Madden, and there is one other person who's another girl. I can't remember her name. That's how much I've forgotten her already, and she doesn't have a name yet. But either way, there's the 5 members of Retribution. Cool. All right. Obviously, they get other trainees. It's obviously other trainees in WWE Performance Center all from NXT coming in and doing their dirty work and whatnot. Cool. So then, explain to me how the next week I'm then hearing that these guys have got WWE contracts. I mean, fair enough. They look a little wacky, Fair enough. It's all about creating an image. They may look a little stupid, but it's all about creating an image. But why have they got contracts? Why? And to prove to you guys how stupid this is, okay. Like I said, that's like the punk movement, right? So you got all these punks saying, we don't want to work for the system, screw the corporate machine, da 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 da. We're not gonna take it anymore. And then the next week they're like, right, we signed to a major record label, and we're gonna make a lot of money from it. I mean, they're not punk anymore after you do that. Do you know what I mean? Like it seems stupid. That's like me saying. That's like me as a Villa fan, and me, say if I played for Aston Villa and I turn around and say, oh, Birmingham City, I'm never going to play for them. They're the opposite team. No, but they're our rivals. I'm never going to play for them. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way. Never going to happen. And then in the next transfer window, oh, I've signed for Blues. Why would you sign up to a system that you can't that you claim to hate, that you've claimed to dislike this whole system, and you're going to work for them and work your way up in the same system? Because what's going to happen now is they're just plot armor in the WWE now. They're plot armor on the main roster. Anytime somebody needs beating up, okay, we'll let them show up. They ain't gonna win titles. Why would they win titles? They signed contracts in the exact same machine that they claim to hate. They're just gonna be NXT mid-carders and lower carders again. You know what I mean? We're not gonna see T-Bar as challenge Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. Why? Is that a match? Is that a marquee matchup? No, it's not. Do you know that it's so. If they turned round and said, we're not signing contracts with you guys, right? We're going to tear things up. And then Vince turns around and he's like, yo, I'm begging you guys, please. I don't know what we've done to you guys. Maybe if I offer you contracts with a large sum of money and I'll give each one of you guys a title shot, at the next pay-per-view or something like that. Maybe we can work something out. And they turn around and they rip that contract up and say no. Because you guys are playing by our rules, okay? You guys are playing by our rules this time. You've controlled us for far too long, and now we're taking the initiative ourselves. And they insert themselves into matchups. they unfairly say beat up whoever's WWE champion, and then say T-Bar is WWE champion, something like that. Rather than saying, yeah, we hate WWE, but we're going to work for them. And obviously, in real life, of course, they'd have WWE contracts. Let's not be stupid. But in kayfabe terms and storyline terms, and for the purpose of the storyline, saying that these guys have contracts when they're trying to destroy it makes no sense. Do you understand what I'm saying? It really makes no sense. And I'm going to read out a tweet which T-Bar sent. They all have their different Twitter accounts. Obviously, he's addressing the whole contract situation. And he posted this. When was this? He posted this morning. This morning. And this is what he had to say about it. WWE have offered us contracts because it was financially cheaper than all of the security guards we kept injuring. We signed the contracts to pay for our hired guns to do our dirty work. Our goal is still to destroy our current employer, WWE. Which confuses things more. Even Chris Jericho, right, from AEW turned around, retweeted that and went, huh? And don't get me wrong, right, it's not even Chris Jericho trying to take the mick because he's, on the opposite side. But that just shows how stupid this idea is. Because, okay, I get it in contract terms, okay, if these guys are beating up security guards, give them contracts, it's a lot cheaper to handle the retribution problem. Which again puts things back in Vince's hands. It doesn't solve the... Because then you still have to follow WWE's rules, their protocols. You signed your life to... You signed, you signed yourself to WWE. So it literally makes no sense. No matter how much you try and make sense out of this situation, it literally makes no sense. Oh god, but before my brain melts, let's move on to when WWE strikes absolute gold. And I have to say, I didn't think I'd like this, and I didn't think I'd be looking forward to it, but Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns is absolute chef's kiss. Mwah! Especially this Friday on SmackDown, or last night on SmackDown, sorry, because I'm recording this on the Saturday after. What a segment, what a promo. Paul Heyman being with Roman Reigns is the best thing they could have ever done. I think Roman was getting to that place where he could be a solid hand on the mic, but with the addition of Paul Heyman, I didn't think he really needed him. But with the addition of Paul Heyman, Paul Heyman has that ability that whoever he's with, he makes them feel important. He does that job of getting them over, making them feel like a big deal. We've seen it over the years with Brock Lesnar, no matter how many times you dislike him. I don't like Brock Lesnar, but I know that whenever I see Paul Heyman and then I hear Brock Lesnar's music, I'm like, right, it's about to go down. He makes Brock Lesnar seem like a big deal. Look at the times with CM Punk. CM Punk was over as hell with Paul Heyman by his side. Do you know what I mean? This is it's the partnership we didn't think we needed, but now we've got it. I'm forever thankful for it, and it's made SmackDown feel important again. The Intercontinental Championship feud is absolutely brilliant as well. I love that. But also, and this is something which I didn't think was really possible to do since Kevin Owens did it in 2016. But Roman Reigns has made this championship important. I actually want to see a Universal Championship match. I'm intrigued. I want to see how the Roman Empire kind of goes. Do you know what I mean? And this is what WWE should have done all these times ago. Yes, I get it. When he first did the whole wreck everyone and leave, I'm not coming in until I want to come. And yeah, SummerSlam, it was pretty stupid. But the tag match with Jey Uso, the other tag match after that, you know, where Roman was just like, all right, you've had your fun. Let me just take care of this situation there and then. Bam, bam, bam. Roman Reigns wins. I love this. Okay, Jey Uso has made himself look like a star. Do you know what I mean? I love the promo where he just last night he turned around and he was like, listen, all through my life you've had to say, you know, you've had, oh, here's the big dog, here's Roman Reigns, da 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 da. You know what I've had in my life? Which one are you? Do you know what I mean? Referring to his tag team partner, his brother Jimmy Uso. And it's so well thought out. The plot is brilliant. The connection between the two. The Superman punch yesterday. Oh my god. This is how you build a storyline. This is how you give it time. This is how you let a story marinate. Okay? Roman Reigns is this big new, you know, new heel. This kind of guy who, he has love for his family. He has a sort of moral compass. But as you see through like the plot and the motive, Roman Reigns is doing this because he's the, you know, through the lineage of Samoan wrestlers, you know, you know, guys like Rikishi, The Rock, Rocky Johnson, Haku, and all those guys, Umaga, through the lineage of Samoan wrestlers, Roman feels like it's his birthright to sit at the head of the table now. You know, he's you know, the tribal chief. You know, he's at the head of the table, and Jay's like, well, listen, I'm cool with that. You know, you're always my family. It's love, but why can't I be that guy? Do you know what I mean? And Roman's like, yo, it's cool and that, I love you, but you ain't ready for that yet. You don't know the responsibility. And look at the was it? Is it foreshadowing, or look at how we've got to this point? Because Roman's been in the main event, he's been pushed to the moon, even when we didn't want it. So he's like, yo, we all not ready for when the crowd turns your back on you, even though you're the main guy. You're not ready for, you know, doing what you have to do to put food on your family's table when you turn around and win matches which nobody wants you to win. Do you know what I mean? You're not ready for main events. You're not ready for being the face of WWE. That's my job. That's been my job. I've been destined to have that job. Bro, I love you, bro, but like, you ain't ready for that. And Jay's like, yo, but why can't it be my time? You know me, I'm still providing for my, you know, my nephews and all that. And Roman's like, yeah, but you ain't ready for that, bro. I'm gonna whoop your ass, right? You are your place in this table, in the family tree. Your place is to be part of the greatest tag team of this generation, the Usos. Honestly, well done. Whoever's in charge of creative for that storyline, keep them. Keep them. Protect them with your lives, because this could possibly be the feud of 2020. I think this might be the feud of 2020. In WWE terms anyway, because I don't know about AEW and Impact Wrestling or NJPW, but in WWE terms, this could be feud of the year, honestly. If they keep this, if they find a way to try and keep this going and marinate, and maybe have them in a bloodline storyline where you have Jay, Jimmy, and Roman as a trio, you know, as a family trio. Oh my god, this could be one of WWE's greatest like moves ever. I just hope they don't mess it up like they did with Retribution. Bottom line, in summary, before I end this video, I've been talking for almost 20 minutes. In summary, whoever's in charge of the Retribution storyline, fire them. It's probably Vince. So we know he ain't going anywhere anytime soon. And whoever's in charge of the Jey Uso Roman Reigns storyline, give them a freaking raise. Because Jesus, chef's kiss, chef's kiss. I can't wait for their Universal Championship match at Clash of Champions. I generally think they are going to tear the house down. Oh my god. But without further ado, that ends this video here. If you want to see me talk about wrestling even more, give me some wrestling points to talk about. You know, I could come up with as many things as I can, but you know, I want to see what you guys want to see me talk about, what you want to see me give my opinions on. And I will take those into account and make some videos on these things. But well done for staying this amount of time. But thank you guys very much for stopping by. If you like this, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Of course, I will still be here. Okay, videos may slow down a bit, but I'm still here. I've not gone anywhere anytime soon. Thank you guys for stopping by. I will see you guys next time in another video. Take care and have a nice day. See you guys later.